Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Riti Kumari and I am back with another lecture number 13 on the OOP series, where we would be having quick look on types of polymorphism. So before moving forward in the video, are you someone who is looking to upskill yourself? Are you someone who is applying to jobs but getting rejected, even if you are a working professional or a student? So you are at the very right place. Newton School Full Stack Development Program would help you to upskill yourself and get yourself job ready. There are mentors from top-notch companies like Amazon, Google, Flipkart and much more who would be helping you from the very scratch to develop all the skills and get yourself job ready. There are 1500 plus students who have been placed into 800 plus companies like Google, Flipkart, Zomato, Xiaomi, Razorpay, Snapdeal, TCS and much more. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and apply. The link is in the description. So in the last particular video, we learnt about what is polymorphism, what are all types of polymorphism like compile time and runtime polymorphism, and here we would be having a depth look on compile time and runtime polymorphism. So without any further delay, let's get started. So compile time polymorphism, as told in the last video that there are two types of compile time polymorphism. One is function overloading and the second one is operator overloading. Now let's understand function overloading first and then we'll be going in operator overloading, and in the next particular video we will be having a quick look on runtime polymorphism. So function overloading. Basically, whenever distinct functions are called depending on the amount and the data types of parameter, when we have two functions with the same name but different parameters. Overloading of a function is what this is. The name of function and return types are same but they differ in the number of arguments. So what does this particular line means? So let's have a look. Distinct functions are called depending on the amount and data and types of parameter. So basically consider I am having a class A. Okay. In this class I am having a void add function where I am giving a parameter int A and int B. So here I am giving two parameters. Like we can call, let's call this function as 1. So 1 is a function which is used to add two data or objects or anything you can say. Okay. So basically void add int A int B is used to do addition for any of the two data members. Okay. Now consider I am having one more method with the same name, void add int A int B and int C. Okay, so here I give two parameters, like I want to add two numbers, but what if I want to add three numbers? So for that as well I have created a method void add int A int B int C. So this is method number 2 where we are adding three data members. Okay. Now consider I make an object of this particular class A. So I have made an object. Now I am calling a.add and here I am giving 1, 2. So I am adding two numbers and then I am adding three numbers, a.add 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now consider this is the add method. Okay. And here there are two methods with the same name add and add which exist. So how would compiler know that which particular add method needs to be called? The 1 or the 2? So what happens now? Ki here they check for the number of parameters and the data type of parameter. So as you can see, the data type of this particular parameter is int. The data type of this particular parameter is also int. So we are having two parameters of data type int. So in this both add methods, which is the method which is having two parameters with the data type as int. So this particular method. So compiler will call this particular method at this particular time. Now consider in this example. So there is 1, 2 and 3. So there are three data members present. Now I want to know that which particular add method will call. So compiler will first see that both are, like all the three methods have integer data type, like this is also of type int, this is also of type int, this is also of type int. Now what would be the differentiating factor? So the differentiating factor in this would be that there is three data types present here, there is 3 data members of int data type which is present, so we would be calling this particular method. So in this way, like we can differentiate, or the compiler can differentiate which particular method is being called at the compile time or at the time of assigning the values in the object and then making some additions and subtractions and etc. So basically, as you can see that this particular method and this particular method add, the method name is same. Just in case here we are overloading this particular method, so this is called as function overloading. In simpler terms, we can look about this in the next example as well, but this was just a simpler explanation for make you guys a bit aware about what is function overloading all about. So let's have a quick look at the example as well. I'm just clearing my screen, so let's have a quick look at the example. So here there is an example present of function overloading. So what we are doing here, so in the last example we were taking 2 parameters, and then we were taking 3 parameters, and in this also all the data values were of type int, in this also all the data values were of type int. But here we will see another type of example. So here I am creating a method void mult, which would be doing multiplication of 2 data members. So here you can see void mult int a into b. So cout mult is equal to a into b. So whenever this particular method would be called, we will get a into b mult is equal to the output. Now consider that I am here taking 2 values which is of type int, but what if I want values which is having some decimal points like 2.3, 2.9, 2.7. So in that case, what I will do, because anyhow I need a mult method which would be multiplying 2 values. So what we do is we provide it here double of a, double of b. So the parameters we provide here double of a, double of b, and the data type is of double, and here we can see mult is equal to a into b. Now whenever these methods are called in main, like mult 10 2, so now in this particular process what will happen? So compiler will see there is 10, there is 2. Okay, now what compiler will do? First check their data types. So both are of type int. Now the number of parameters 2. So let's call the method where the data types of are of type int and the number of parameters are 2. So here you can see the data type is of type int and the number of parameters is 2. So this particular method will be called in this particular call. Now in this particular call, 5.3 and 6.2. Now these both of data members of type are of double. Also the number of parameters is 2. So compiler will search which of the method exists where the method name is mult. There are 2 double data type values which is present. So basically this particular method is present. So in this particular call, compiler will call this particular function. So in this way compiler decides that which function is being called at the compile time. So in this way we overload the functions like with the same name, but they differ in the number of parameters. So in this way we do the function overloading, or we achieve the function overloading. So this was all about function overloading in this video. I don't want to make this video a bit long. That is the reason I'll explain the operator overloading in the next video. So till then, if you're someone who is liking my series, can go ahead and hit the like button. If you're someone who is new to my channel and wants to stay updated about tech related content, can go ahead and subscribe. Also, if you're someone who is having any kind of feedback regarding this series or any kind of suggestions you want to give, just go and comment it down. I'll be really happy to take this from the next coming videos. Till then, take care, keep learning, keep growing. Bye all.